Hello everyone, this is our CISCO Packet Tracer Getting Started walkthrough video. In this video we're going to go over a couple different menus within Packet Tracer, including toolbars and building your first network. Let's get started. Bottom left corner of Packet Tracer, we have different categories. We have network devices, and when you have network devices selected, down below we have specific subcategories. We have routers, we have switches, hubs, wireless devices, security, and even wide area networks. We have a different main category, though, where we can switch from network devices to end devices. And when you click on end devices, now we have different subcategories. We have PCs and laptops, servers, phones as a subcategory of end devices. We have another subcategory called home, where we even see things such as smoke detectors and fans and smart door and garage door sensors and lamps. We have another subcategory also known as Smart City, further industrial, even further power grid. All these being different type of devices you can utilize within Packet Tracer. Now, besides network devices and end devices, we also have components, and this comes into play with small computer systems and Arduino boards, where you can deploy boards and actuators and even sensors. Think IoT, Internet of Things. Going further, we have connections, which includes many different types of cables, copper straight-through cables, phone line cables, coax wires, and even fiber optic. Going further, we have the miscellaneous category. These are just commonly used routers and PCs that we see in Packet Tracer. Lastly, in this bottom left corner, we have multi-user connections, and this is where you can utilize multiple Packet Tracer applications connecting together through a real physical network to create larger labs. Kind of fun. So outside of this area of devices in the bottom left, we're going to start taking a look at the right side. On the right side, we have a couple tools that we can utilize. We have the select tool, where I can drag and highlight groups of devices. I can move them around or delete them. I've got the place a note tool, where I can click on this and I can create notes anywhere on my screen. This is helpful when you're building networks and reminding yourself with documentation of what you're doing and why you're doing it. I have a delete tool, which we're going to utilize in just a little bit, where I can delete groups of devices or individual devices. We have the magnifying inspect tool, and the inspect tool allows us to take a look at quick details of what a device is actually doing with our network. We can organize our devices by utilizing shapes, where we can create squares, and we can create even circles and ellipses, and we can even draw your own shape. This is great for documentation and grouping devices in order to have a nice logical topology. Lastly, I can resize our shapes, and also we can even do tests by adding in the PDU, which allows us to do reachability tests very quickly. So let's get some devices on the board. What we're going to do is use our place/select tool, and I'm going to go over and find a wireless router. That's network devices, wireless. In the wireless subcategory, I'll find my WRT300N wireless router. Now, to get this in my logical workspace, I just have to click on it, and then click on my workspace, and now I have a wireless router. I want to have some machines as well, some devices to connect. So I'm going to go to End Devices, click on my category. In the subcategory of End Devices, I want a laptop. So I'll click on the laptop and click on the screen. Besides the laptop, I'd also like a PC. So I'll click on a PC as well and put that on my logical workspace as well. Now, this is all great, but I'd like to have a more advanced network, something more akin to what someone would have at home. So I want a smart device, like a smartphone. I'll click on smartphone, and I'll put that on topology too. Now, nothing is hooking up to the wireless router. There we go, there's one. The smartphone is hooked up, but the laptop and PC aren't. So I want to cable that PC to the wireless router. I'll go to Connections, and I'm going to grab this third cable, which is known as a straight-through. And with the straight-through cable, I can click on the PC on the fast Ethernet port, and then click on the wireless router, and take one of its Ethernet ports as well, like Ethernet 1. Now that laptop, that should be mobile, so why isn't that hooking to wireless? Well, that laptop has a network interface card. Let's check it out. You can click on the laptop, and now we get our physical tab of the laptop here. We can physically look at the laptop. I can click the zoom in button and get a closer look at the laptop. It's got a network jack that's fast Ethernet. So I want to switch that out to wireless. I'm going to go ahead and click on the power off button. The power light goes off. And then I can get rid of this NIC card by dragging it and dropping it onto the list. This is a list of different peripherals and cards that you can add to your laptop. When I drop it on the list, it is removed. Now I can click on any one of these items, and Packet Tracer will give me a description of what it is down below. I want a wireless card. Well, at the top, there's the WPC300N. If I click on that, it tells me this is a 2.4 gigahertz wireless interface. Awesome, I want it. So I'm going to drag it and drop it on the laptop's NIC card area, and then I have to turn the power back on. And now, since we have a wireless card installed and the power on the laptop is on, it hooks up via wireless to the wireless router. If you feel like you don't want any of these devices, you can just drag and select it. Then you can use your delete icon here on the far right side in that toolbar. Click delete, it says yes, I can delete that laptop. Or no, I didn't want to. After you click that delete icon, you can actually now delete items using your cursor. If I don't want the smartphone, I can just click on it, and now it's gone. If I accidentally deleted something, we have this top toolbar here, which includes anything such as new packet tracers, opening, save, printing, even an activity wizard we'll get to later, copying and pasting devices, which even copies and pastes their configuration. Or we even have an undo and a redo button. There's a lot of things you can do here in Packet Tracer. It's best for you to start exploring right now. And if you make a mistake, don't worry. You have the undo button, and it brings that smartphone right back. Or if you did want that smartphone thrown in the trash, redo and throw it away. So have some fun with Packet Tracer, explore, and just start playing.